Welcome back to MyGM 2K25 WCW. I am your host, attackslug, and Bailey wants that rematch for the women's title. And Drew wants to fight Seth again, and yes, those two things should be happening, but what don't I have in terms of rivalries? I have two assets. I can now afford to get a backstage crew for 50 grand, but who are my current rivalries going ons? Drew and Seth are locked in. Bailey and Asuka are locked in. Roman and AJ are locked in. My tag teams are not. So perhaps we'll try a tag team call-out promo this week and see how that goes. But otherwise, the fights continue between those established rivalries. Now, I did get a power card that does seem pretty useful. It is adding 4 weeks to a contract's duration, and that means, were I to hire someone for 1 week, I get 5 time on that. Now, the other card is for all contracts, not just one, all of them, and I don't want to waste it with one person on contract, but for that one person, I will hopefully find me somebody very important to fight Oba. I need a face fighter or a face specialist. Show me the icons at the 15K level. Who do we have there? The Miz would be great to lose, and so would Gargano, and so, with The Miz being 84,000 for 5 weeks, if I brought in Mike The Miz and signed him for 1 week and then extended him to 5 weeks with that power card that I have. So, spending on The Miz, which means for this show, again, main event is going to be Rollins and Drew non-title. I think that Triple H wanted a run-in this week from someone. Also, yes, power card on The Miz. Yes, I want to proceed. There you go, Miz. You're here for a little bit. Don't worry. Relax. It's awesome. Okay, if I were to have the opener be, once again, Asuka and Bailey for that title, because I promised that happening, so there we go with that. But I do need to schedule a run-in. So if the run-in, maybe if Roman fought Pete Dunne. So face versus heel, and the run-in from AJ on to Roman. So should both increase that rivalry and give me that commissioner goal. But also give me Oba Femi and The Miz. And maybe it'll be awesome. Maybe not. But I do want that tag team call-out promo from your challengers to... Wait, hold on. What's the mic skills on our champions instead? 3-3 versus 3-2. Alright, sure, fine. Champs, call-out challengers. It's backwards, but okay. So, Tony D and Trick. Otherwise, continuing with that charity from Alexa Bliss, because she's a 5 on mic skills. And let's keep on training up Tatum Paxley, because why not? That puts us at 25,000 on the show cost. My overall budget currently is 174. So do we go for the additional crew here for a 5% bump in show quality? I think we do. So, backstage crew is the upgrade, and it unlocks Falls Count Anywhere and Last Man Standing. Basic effects gives me Steel Cage and Gauntlet, and the signage gives me Submission, which is important. Well, alright, so what's more important? Submission or cage? Because I feel like they made it so cage matches end the feuds. We need to end them before they are done. Yes, steel cage resolves the rivalry. And that is important for when we get kind of stuck in a rivalry. So, we will unlock that steel cage match. And bring me the fog. Alright then. Fog effects, plus 5%. Cage and gauntlet, hell yes. Okay, so with 124 in the bank, show cost still 25k. I think we're good on what we're currently up to. I feel like we're okay. So it might go poorly, but this seems solid thus far, and I've done what Triple H wanted me to do, so let's just hit confirm. Let's lock things in and see how our show and other shows progress. Now, NXT goes first this time. The opener TLC tag team match. The Viking Experience, Raiders, the War Raiders, versus the Wyatt Six, Rowan and Loomis. Simulate and show me who wins. It is indeed the Wyatt Six. 3 stars, no rivalry. But your opening, 20k for a TLC is wild. Mello don't miss on Rowan with that promo. Maxine Dupree, Zoe Stark. It is Zoe Stark. It is 1.5 new rivalry. Big Bronson Reed gets +3 on the promo. Andrade and Wolfgang in a tables match. It's going to be Wolfgang with the win. 2 stars, mediocre. Tyler Bate gets 0 on that weak promo. And Isla Dawn, Becky Lynch in it for that women's NXT championship. It's gonna be big time, as it always is. 3 stars, it was good, new rivalry. SmackDown, opening tables, fatal 4-way. And it's gonna be GG with the win. And now GG and Niven and Sane and Hartwell. So 2 things happened there in that 4-way. Good for them. Wait, that was for the title apparently. And apparently now GG is your champion. So, alright. A whole lot going on there in that opening contest. The call out, Josh Briggs, Noam Dar, it was good. New rivalry. Chelsea Green, Rhea Ripley. Well, there's what they're doing with Rhea, I guess. And it is Rhea, Bloody Ripley, new rivalry, 2.5. Baron Corbin gets 0. Mid-card, Rogue Bloodline versus the Alpha Academy once again. Why is Jacob 5? He should be like 15 at least. Tozawa and Otis, 2 stars, new rivalry. Noam Dar, -1, it was so bad. And again, your main event for that SmackDown World title. It is Randy. It is Solo. I love you, Solo. And you are new champion. 3.5 stars. Over on Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes with Andre Chase versus Cross and Rezar. Why is Cody in the opening tag team match as your world champion? That's confusing. But he also loses to your tag team champions. It is a new tag team rivalry, 2 stars. Yay, Natalya. Jade Cargill, Scarlett, Giant Cruiser, face heel. Alright, Scarlett with the win, 1.5 stars, no rivalry. The big man gets 0 on the promo. Intercontinental Championship. No one is champion, so either Elton Prince or Eddie Thorpe will be that new champ. Who do we get? First time, Elton Prince, your IC champ, 2.5 stars. The call out from Javon to Cody, it's weak, but hey, it still grows that rivalry. And Bianca defends against Tiffy in your main event for that Women's World Championship. Who's it going to be? It is Tiffy time. 3.5 stars. And finally, some WCW. Let's spectate. Submission from Bayley. Hell of a thing. Inverted figure 4? Nope. Not happening. Hockey fights between these two heated rivals. And into the roll-up, referee right there, 1 and a 1 count. Big power slam from Bayley. Is that enough? Asuka rolls out. Bayley going upstairs. Gonna fly. The wake up taunts. And the double axe handle. Big Bailey to belly on the outside. Is that going to be enough? We see a rose plant here on Asuka. No, just straight into a pinfall. What's it going to be? 1, 2, and a 2 count. Here we go. Rose plant on Asuka. Is that enough for Bailey to win back that title? 1, 2, 3. It is. Back around the waist of the role model. 3.5 stars. Tag team call out new rivalry. Yes. Mid-card with the run-in from AJ. I hope Roman gets the win. Yes. And then it was 2 stars. And that did not do what I hoped it was going to do, which was increase their rivalry. So that sucks, but whatever. Alexa Bliss with a good charity promo. Mid-card Oba and Miz. New rivalry. Maybe. Oh, with the win for Oba. Disappointing, 1.5 stars, and yes, new rivalry. Tatum Paxley is okay. And your main event, Rollins and Drew. Once again, it is Drew McIntyre. It was 3 stars. And so, not as good as our first outing yesterday, but focus on raising on that quality of the matches. Yeah, I know. Look, we had some new stuff happening here today to make sure things went smoothly. And that was what it was. So, we all got good booking, though. So that's something. All right, continue. NXT did 26, and they made 25. SmackDown did 35, and they made 45. Monday Night Raw did 29, and they made 50. And apparently, Cody Rhodes and Andre Chase don't have much chemistry as a tag team. And finally, WCW did 33 and made 33. So 158 in our overall budget. Can't WCW give us some more variety? So they want different classes of superstars is the audience. So interesting. Sold out is the power card. And still somehow, marginally, in first place, which extends our lead to 5,831. Zurich, Switzerland. All right. Just a reminder, they want variety in the fights. Have a tag team match. I had a promo. Relax, Mr. H's. Just chill, all right? Bailey says thanks. Moderate increase to her morale. And Drew says thanks. Small increase to his morale. Do not put Seth in a match on the show for Wednesday. We'll see. Anyhow, I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.